Hi, my bug. How are you? I'm getting everything ready. Hold on one sec. Trying to at least. Welcome back. Let me hold on one second. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just not at my studio. There we go. I'm getting everything ready for you.
Why? Because I'm a rookie.
Huh?
I said, why? Because I'm a rookie.
What is going on? How are you today, Danielle? How's you? How's you? I made a red paint, so I'm fixing my phone case. Ah, gotcha. You painting the phone case? Very cool. All right, let me go ahead. Give me 1 second. I gotta start Blog Talk Radio.
Her's doing good.
Earth's doing good. That's good to hear. Hey, thank you so much for the subscription. Blah, blah, I can't even talk. I'm starting this out great.
Where'd you see that?
It's over in dlive.
Oh.
Oh, I started it early.
Good morning, and we are live on YouTube, Facebook, dlive, Twitch, and Mixer under the same name. So come on in and join the fun and get into the conversation. Just like always, Mondays are about Monday Musings, which is all about paranormal talk. We share stories from the internet and, of course, your stories live on air. Without further ado, let's get started.
And now, coming to you live from Alaska, here's a woman that has been around many moons and has seen many shadows. Here is your host, Shadows of the Moon.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Oh, I got. Hey, Carol. Hey, Ron. Hey, I'm Miss Jem. How are you? I forgot what I'm doing. There we go. Holy crap. It is definitely Monday. How is everybody? What's going on? We are live. There's Ron over there mooning.
Yep, there's our moon.
What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. I hope you guys had a great. Yes, you are, Jem. You are a mooner. I didn't know what else to call everybody. I think our Wi-Fi sucks right now. I mean, it seemed like there was a little bit of a lag going on.
No, that's just your Monday.
Is that just my Monday kicking on? Of course, I am Shadows. Over there is Chaos. Today is Monday Musings. How is everybody? Do you have a good, I almost said Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend? Wow. More coffee, Missy. More coffee.
Right. Ron's part of the chaos moon.
Ron is part of the Chaos Moon. I know, right? That is true. So today we got a good show going on. We're going to be talking about how somebody was doing a experiment with magnets and the pineal gland, which I thought was very, very interesting. They were doing an experiment of holding, and we'll get to the story, obviously, but it unlocks the paranormal. Yes, I'm on YouTube, dlive, Facebook, Mixer, Twitch.
The list would be easier if she tell you what she's not on.
And Blog Talk Radio. So, yeah, we have everybody everywhere. But you should be able to see them typing when it comes to Restream. Yeah, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. All I can think of is Ray Stevens. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. You go through Restream. How the fuck you do that? Yeah, you go through Restream and it'll take you, you can go anywhere you would like. Thank you for the follow. I don't know who it was. I missed it. Oh, Carol. Thank you for the follow on dlive. My notifications are wacky. Thank you for giving Carol a sub, a 1 month sub. Thank you, Em. That's so sweet of you.
Morning, Little Red.
Morning, Little Red. And now Carol's a mooner as well. You know them people mooning.
Did you see they went and let a bug post her firework pictures?
Oh, it wouldn't let you, Bug? For anybody who doesn't know, Yuri over here in YouTube is my daughter, Danielle. But I saw it. Who wouldn't let you post the pictures? Because I saw it on Facebook. I saw the fireworks on. Carol, you don't want to see me moon yet. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I haven't checked it out yet. You sent me the picture. I didn't even look at it. Thank you for the lemons. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. No, I haven't even looked at it because Little Red, the reason why I wanted to see this, she had a picture of a double moon. There was a double moon out there, right? And I wanted to see it because of what we experienced with our moon.
Now, was it the moon that looked like a regular moon and then a big blood run moon?
I don't know. I have to check it out. But do you remember the experience we had with our moon? What it was doing?
No, what?
When it was in sickle shape.
Okay.
Remember it had two different edges, like there was two moons overlapping each other.
Oh yeah.
And it kept going to one, and then it would open up. I don't know if you guys can see that. It would like the tip of it would go open up like this, and then it would go back to being one moon.
Almost like it had a mouth.
Yeah. It was so weird. Okay, I'll definitely. Is it on Twitter? is it on Twitter? That's where you usually send stuff, so I'll go there. Yeah, it was crazy. So when Lil Red was talking about this whole moon thing, I was like, oh my God, I want to see this. Wow. Wow, that's wild. Okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
It's Pluto.
It's Pluto. It's Pluto. All right. That's wild. That bright one's not the sun? Oh, very cool. That's awesome. I didn't know you were in Florida. See, I haven't been around to check anybody out. That's wild.
That doesn't look like the sun.
Nope, not the sun at 10 p.m. Yeah, she's not in Alaska, so it's not like us where our sun's out.
10 p.m. here, it would still be the sun.
Yeah, that's wild. And it's wild that there's one moon that's not as bright as the other.
Bug says it was Facebook.
Really? I saw it on Bug. They got uploaded because I saw that at least one of them, one video. That's wild, Lil Red. What a capture. Now you saw that, and then you said you Ron, she's the one that took the picture. And she said that she went to tell RK about it, and it was gone.
Well, that's what he's saying, because he says a lot of people with the telescope have pictures of the two moons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad I caught it. It turned her to send it, turned back around, and it was gone. Now, was the brighter one gone or the other one? Oh, very cool. Well, tell everybody I said hi. That's awesome, Em. That's awesome. The other one?
So the one that looks like the shadow.
That's wild. That is so wild. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that with me. Well, with us, I should say. Sorry, that was kind of rude. There we go. That's wild. So, welcome everybody. On today's show, we're talking about, like I said, this magnet experiment that this dude did. Talks about using the north pole of the magnet to open up paranormal experiences. Now, I'm going to try this. I really want to try this to see if it happens.
Well, tell them the story.
Okay.
So that they know what you're talking about.
All right, I will do that. So it says magnet experiment unlocks paranormal. There is a lesser known experiment in the field of science that has the most unusual outcome, the paranormal. Not many people speak of it yet, and it has a highly intriguing implications. I was watching a little bit of that, Lil Red. I was there. I gave you a like, of course. Dr. Walter Rawls is an experiment in monopolar magnetic effects. Now, the only thing is, I will say, when I was searching monopolar magnets, like people are saying that they don't exist.
Well, polar magnets have to exist.
Monopolar, which means one, just north or south, right? Because they said even if you cut a magnet in half, say you get one that says north and south, you cut it in half, it'll still become a south pole. Do you see what I'm saying? If you cut the magnet in half,
right,
it has a north pole and a south pole, right?
Right.
If you cut it in half, the north pole, it'll become a south pole on the cut end, and this one will become a north pole.
It becomes two magnets.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how this all works. But anyway, placing a monopolar North Pole magnet to the center of the forehead in front of the pineal gland. again. Maybe it'll work better for you. For many decades, people have spoken on the pineal gland as being the psychic third eye, and he wanted to see what might have perpetuated this belief. The pineal gland is a walnut-shaped gland about the size of a piece of rice, floating in the cerebrospinal fluid with a bit of magnetite in it, which is believed to help find our direction, kind of like birds. So the experiment is, a mask was made when held the North Pole end of the long cylindrical magnet over the pineal gland. The purpose was to simulate the gland and see if there was anything to this third eye business. Exposure was in the range of 10 to 30 minutes per day over the period of 4 weeks. Within the first week, he said he was sitting at his desk reading documents when he noticed something move out the corner of his eye. As he looked, he said the ghostly figure of a man had walked through one wall, moved across the room, and disappeared into another wall. The figure was totally unaware of Walter, kind of like a residual haunting. Further exposure to this North Pole field took place over a second and third week. The second week, the same ghostly figure moved through the room and then glanced towards Walter as he passed through. This time, the figure appeared to have slightly more detail, not quite as ghostly. The third week, while busy working on documents, Walter noticed a change in the room. When he looked up, the wall had dissolved away and he was looking at a small hill where a man and woman sat beneath a tree. It was the same ghostly male figure who he had seen on other occasions, and he sat quiet, watching this, what he thought was a past scene, for several minutes. The man looked over toward Walter and appeared startled. It was as if he saw Walter clearly this time and possibly recognized him. The image faded away and the wall restored to its normal condition. From that moment on, Walter never gave it another chance. He didn't do it anymore. He was like freaked out. So this comes from ghosthuntingtheories.com. And this guy wrote, he or she, I don't know who did it, but 5 years ago, they tested this concept, placing the magnet inside of a sweatband worn around the forehead. I had my team wear them as they did a ghost investigation. Nothing was reported, but they didn't put themselves in the experiment like this guy did, basically. So what do you guys think?
They just did it for one
investigation, yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think that is possible? I want to try it. I mean, either way, I want to try it.
I think you look sexy with a magnet strapped to your forehead.
Wouldn't I look sexy? But yeah, I definitely want to try it and see what happens, if anything. You know, I mean, obviously it's affecting, I'd have to do more research into it, obviously. Yeah, Ron, pineal gland has nerve connections like your eyes. Yeah, it's very wild. Well, I know when I was doing studying, because I delve deep into the paranormal research and everything, and I go into the scientific mode, and like I was trying to figure out what makes some people see things and other people not see things. And it's not the pineal gland, but the glands that sit side by side of it. It almost came full circle for me because of the fact that those are the glands where Alzheimer's starts out in. It affects the Alzheimer patients. And what happens, I don't know if you guys, and I'm sorry if you have ever dealt with Alzheimer patients, but like with my dad, he was seeing like his his former wife, because he was a widow before my mom. Widower. He was a widower before my mom. And so he'd be talking to Lucy, and of course, you know, we all knew that was his first wife and everything. He'd be like seeing spirits. So I wonder, I stopped researching after finding all that. But it kind of made me think like, wow, That's where you have scar tissue there. I can understand that could be nerve-wracking, definitely. But yeah, so it like all came full circle for me in a way of trying to find out why some people see things and others don't. And I think that's when it went into my belief that we all create our own worlds. You know, if we believe in ghosts, we could possibly see ghosts. If we believe in Bigfoot, we could possibly see Bigfoot. It depends on what we believe in.
I believe that there's $20 on the ground, but I never see it.
You're such an ass. But yeah, little experiences like that, I love. I was actually reading, I was going to read it today, but I didn't get through all the way about like old Victorian ghost hunting experiments that they used to do. And I would love to go back. I mean, I already told you guys, if you're a regular, you know that I want to do the old ITC loop on the TV. I love that. And if anybody, if you don't know what that is, that's like the movie White Noise, if you ever seen that. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Or Through the Veil, or what do you call her?
TTVP.
Yeah, that's it. I can't say that. There's no way I'm going to be able to say it. I'll get so tongue-tied. But little experiments is like that. I love it. I take it the gambling's not working. Who knows? StreamYards, that's how it is.
She's not the one that,
Yes.
that did the Mississippi.
Yes.
So, TTVP, at the end of this show, I'd like to talk to you because I watched your video of the Mississippi Ghost. And I think it was approximately, you just started your EVP. It was like 10 minutes, 46 seconds into the video. If you listen close, you can actually hear talking. So I just wanted to throw that out at you.
I know, he's like, he got so excited he was watching. He's so excited now that he knows how to work YouTube a little bit. So, you know, I sent him all the links I had of people I was subscribed to, like you guys, that come in here that he actually knows. And he was going through videos and watching them. So he was excited when he heard that. And he's like, well, she didn't mention it, so I don't know if she caught it. I know, right, Little Red? It's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome that I'm so glad he's getting into this and you know, watching your guys' videos and everything. It's so cool. Oh,
you.
Ron, thank you for the ice cream. Thank you so much. And the lemons. Thank you so much.
We get lemon flavored ice cream.
Lemon flavored ice cream. What the heck just happened here? Somehow I clicked on something and got discount auto insurance. Thank you for the 4 lemons, Ron. I appreciate it.
Well, she says she'll have to take me on an investigation.
I,
That's cool, but I don't know who's going to pay for the airfare and all that stuff.
the thing of it is, it's so funny because you bring that up. And last night before we do a show, the night before, we'll go over what we're going to discuss and everything. I'll give them the headlines of what I found. And I had them freaked out last night with the 10 creepy games like Charlie.
And Bloody Mary.
All that stuff. So let's go ahead. I'll get into the next segment, which is a Virginia teen dies 2 days later after posting on social media about Papa Legba. Now, Papa Legba, yeah, he is. He's not a chef. He'll tell you that. He's a cook.
That's all I know.
But he has qualities of a chef. He's got the attitude of a chef. I'll tell you that much in his kitchen and out of his kitchen. Yeah, Lil Red, it is fun, you know.
And I'm definitely...
He's on the board. I wouldn't say he's a skeptic. He knows things happen.
Good morning, Andy.
You've seen the Blue Baby one based on... No, I haven't. You know what? It sounds familiar, but I don't know. I'd have to check that out, though. I will definitely. Oops, the door stumbles over the base plant into the beer keg before baking. Oh my God.
Hello, Nicole.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Nicole. Welcome. So one Virginia teenager decided to dabble into the dark arts by practicing Haitian voodoo spells. It seems to have been a fatal mistake, as she unfortunately lost her life. Known as Papa Legba, this deity of sorts is worshipped or prayed in the mystical art world of voodoo. Legend says Legba will give permission to speak with spirits of the Guinea. In Haitian culture, he is known as the Great Executioner. It is believed he can speak any language and persuade people at will. He stands at a spiritual crossroads of sorts. Papa Legba is a Lo, or Loa, the spirits of Haitian and Louisiana voodoo. Legba represents a West African and Caribbean voodoo god and has many different names depending on the region in which he's worshipped, though he's most commonly known in Haiti as Papa Legba. When 19-year-old Virginia resident Caitlin Cat Rustin was found dead, she was discovered in a bathtub at her mother's home, according to social media posts. Her friends found her and were shocked to find her dead. It was a disturbing scene, of course. What makes this weird is the fact that she claimed to have seen Papa Legba several days earlier. People thought nothing of it at first. However, she was warned by some not to try these summoning type spells. Hey, Pammy.
Good morning, Pammy.
Let people live and have their own religion, she wrote in a post dated March 29th. If someone is into something different, accept that. That's the way I feel about things. Stop saying, no, you come from God. I'm Wiccan and I will always be, so shut the F up and let me be. So somebody was riding her, and that happens. I'm used to it. My religion, people ride me all the time. Not personally. I mean, they just say little comments, like whatever. Caitlin leaves behind her daughter, Aaliyah, who she adored greatly. On her obituary, the following statement was written. She has always been a bright spirit of any gathering, and her resilience to keep going in challenging times inspired many of her friends and family. Caitlin always will be deeply loved and very missed by all. This is a bizarre death, and from what is known, she did die of drowning. And just notably, someone from Facebook posted they did a reading on her, and it wasn't Papa Legba that she had seen, but another Haitian voodoo spirit named Baron, who is the master of the dead. So very, very weird circumstances. Very weird circumstances of her death. You know what I mean? Thank you. I'm just trying to stay cool. It's hotter than hell here. My gosh.
And who'd have thought? We live in Alaska.
Right?
But it's actually over 60 degrees today.
Yeah, it's definitely hot.
Sorry, Andy.
See how he is? So from that, I thought I would bring up some 10 creepy games like Charlie Challenge. Have any of you tried? Hey, Just Jim.
Just Jim, how you doing? I don't know who Freddie is, but I'll let him know you said hi.
I call him Freddie all the time. That's okay.
That's why she gets ignored all the time.
No, it's basically because he's like, are you ready? I said, ready, Freddie. He's like, who's Freddie? Your son tried Charlie? A lot of people do.
I knew where you met, Jim.
So now, do you guys believe these games actually work? Do you believe that? So here's some new games. This is a top 10 list, not top 10, but a list of 10 games that a couple of them I haven't heard of.
I haven't heard of pretty much all of them.
I know, scared to try. I know, I want to try it, but I'm like, I don't know.
You ain't gonna try it when I'm around.
I know, right? That's going to be the big thing.
You will be on your own.
The little games like I had my own experience with Bloody Mary. I've done that before.
It took me a minute to figure out what Ron was talking about.
Right. So the first one is called The Three Kings. And this came off of apparently Reddit. But it had so many things that it became a subreddit during the summer of 2012. God, I can't remember. So it says the mirrors, it has to do, the setup involves shutting yourself in a room with 2 mirrors at 3:30 in the morning and seeing what happens. The mirrors should be set up on 2 chairs facing each other while you yourself settle in on the 3rd chair placed between them. Your chair is your throne, right? Making you the king.
Okay, so this is for Andy. We're talking about a chair when she says throne,
Right.
not a toilet.
No, yes, not a toilet, it's a chair.
Good morning,
this is your
Eli.
throne. The mirrors are your queen and your fool. Although you may not know which is which. It's also worth noting that the queen and the fool's point of view, you're either their queen or their fool. The game is called The Three Kings, remember? As for what the point of the ritual is, that's a little less clear. The idea is to access what Fableford called the shadow side. Although why would you want to go there or even just peek through the window? Sort of depends on an individual. Personally, I think it functions kind of like hypnosis or meditation, and you might learn a little something about yourself. Something you may not have consciously thought about before. Just make sure that whatever you think you might learn during this game is really worth it. Some things we're better off knowing. Yes, not the porcelain god. So you sit in a room and you take 3 chairs. One has one mirror, one has the other mirror, and you sit in the middle. And then you're queen and fool, but you don't know which one.
So what good is this game if you don't know anything?
You'll apparently, when you go into like sitting there and staring at these queen and fool, you're like, because they're facing you.
Okay.
So hey, Eli. Welcome. Yeah, I can understand it. Andy said for me there's a big difference
I
between.
just read it.
That's okay. I'm letting the people that listen to the podcast know.
Oh, well, that's fine too.
For me, there's a big difference between communicating with spirits already here and inviting random ones into my home, which I can understand that. But to me, you're doing that. You could be doing that with calling out for an EVP.
Long lag.
I don't know why. But yeah, calling out from an EVP, any little thing, anything you do paranormal wise, you can be doing that. That's how I feel about it anyway. That's why I don't get worried about Ouija boards. Mirrors, on the other hand, I do get freaked out about mirrors, but I think it's for the fact that I had that experience with Bloody Mary. And we also, apparently my house growing up, we were the experiment house. So we took my big door mirror, okay, and made it into an Ouija board. So But I think that's where everything that I don't like about mirrors comes from.
Because that's a really wise idea to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good there, TTBP.
That's good, Nicole, that the spirits can come in, but they have to. That's a great boundary to set. Yes. Oh, wow, through the veil. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, cool, Little Red. I'll have to check that out. She's doing a video on what you can do and not need to use the spirit boards. Oh, that would be scary, Jim. I had a bear walk around my tent one night, and I happened to look in and was staring eye to eye with it through the tent. That's not cool.
That's closer than my encounter.
I do use crystals, Andy. I have a bunch of crystals. I used to have a big crystal ball.
You had a closer encounter with a bear than I did.
Yeah. I missed Ron's statement. Oh, he was talking like he's getting scam calls. You can't touch a spirit board. See, they don't bother me. Ouija boards, I used to collect them. I love them.
Hey, while I didn't have a gun, I was out fishing, and we happened to turn around. One of our buddies was like 20 feet away from us. He was laying on the rocks, passed out cold. And it's a good thing I turned to one when I did. Because lo and behold, here's this big old black bear heading right for our friend.
If you have crystals, just put them by your computer and TV. Cause being a portal and electronic. Yeah.
Hey, Shrimp Shack.
Hey, Shrimp Shack, welcome.
I guess that would be kind of freaky.
Well, I mean, you think about it, like the old scanners and that, they use crystals.
No.
Oh. I'm sorry.
TTVP. She says she can feel and see.
Oh, yeah, through her hands. Yeah, I can understand that, definitely.
Yep, they got the washer going.
Yeah, they do. I know, I feel it too. So the second game is called Suji Ura, or the Fortune Game. Suji Ura is said to have originated many, many years ago in Japan. However, there are similar games found in cultures all over the world. You might hear it called Fortune Game, for example, or even Crossroads Divination. This last moniker, of course, referring to the location in which the game must take place, a crossroads. And if anybody knows spiritually, you know what crossroads are. So people think that crossroads, not just a space where two roads intersect, but also a space where two worlds intersect. Our own world and the world beyond the veil, so to speak. So Suji Ara is a little less involved than some of the other games on the list, making it easier to play if you're just dipping your toe in the ritual pasta waters. It should be noted, though, that the stakes are still pretty high. They always are in these type of games. All you have to do to play is find a comb and something to cover your face with. Take them to the crossroads when it's dark out. Strum on the teeth of the comb a few times to make some noise and chant, Sujiara, grant me a true response. 3 times. If the stranger approaches you, cover your face, then ask them to tell your fortune. If you're lucky, they'll accept, but don't push it if they refuse. Fun fact, Sujiara sunbae is a type of Japanese rice cracker that functions sort of like a fortune cookie.
Beauty of nature.
Hey, Beauty of Nature. How are you? Welcome.
See, I won't play a mirror game anyways because I get scared as hell when I look in a mirror. I don't need to see something else standing behind me.
So this next one reminded me of, if anybody watched the originals. We were talking about this last night. This game also goes by several names depending on who you talk to, how old they are, and where they grew up. The version known as The Doors of Your Mind seems unique to Reddit, where it appeared in 2012. However, some folks remember playing it under the name Black Door, White Door in the mid-90s, while others recall a version called Red Door, Yellow Door.
That's exactly right, Jim.
No Bloody Mary, he won't do it.
Nope.
No matter which version you play, though, it's relatively low risk compared to a lot of the other games and rituals. It's basically a form of meditation where, with the goal simply to explore the contents of your own head, which we all know, mine can be scary, yours can be scary.
Oh, God.
Visualizing the interior of your mind as a long corridor with many doors and rooms shooting off it allows you to take your time to walk through everything, potentially helping you sort out problems or maybe just allowing you to learn something about yourself. Be warned, though, there could be some unpleasant or downright nasty things lurking in a location you conjure up. It's not unheard of threatening personages to appear and lock you in one of those rooms. And getting locked in can sometimes complicate things. Also know that you don't have to open every door. If you get a bad feeling from one, you might want to leave that one shut. You'll need a friend, though, to help you play this one because they guide you through so they can guide you through that process, as well as help you come back to the physical world if you encounter something dangerous in the world inside your mind.
Well, that would take some guts. TTVP says, nope, I would make a new door.
There you go. There you go. But if anybody's seen the originals with Elijah, when he got trapped in his mind, that's all I could think about reading that whole thing. I was like, he was stuck in there. And they had to go find him.
No. I get inside my own head. I'm done. It'll look like a cartoon. You know, you go through one door that way, and then all the
like Scooby-Doo when they're chasing the bad guys. Why does it always take salt with you and use that and make sure go around your car when investigating so spirits don't go with you? Can't do you personally, but oh, okay. If you're in my head, you're screwed. That's how I feel if anybody gets in my head. You know, if I go to a counselor, they're going to need counseling. You know,
well, that's just the bad people around us. By the end of the day, they're looking at us like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
See, Ron, it's stuff like that. He said it was bad enough when I kept seeing someone in the back seat in the mirror turn around and nobody was there. I swear to God, that's one of my worst fears. I think that's why I don't drive a lot.
And it's not only that you can see them, you sense them. Like,
yeah.
you know somebody's
It's that red flag of being watched. My God is a good place to move into, but I can't get out. That's another thing. You can never leave. It's like the hotel in California.
Yeah, you can check out anytime you like.
I hear you, Nicole, or through the veil. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Jim, no. Not IPAs, not micros.
So the fourth one is the dark reflection ritual. The object of the dark. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first.
Jim says my counselor quit right away.
See, I know how that goes. When I first started reading about this, I thought they were talking about a black mirror. I've used black mirrors before. You know what I mean? So I was really curious about this, but it's totally not that. This one, I don't know, the whole breaking of a mirror scares the hell out of me. It's that superstition stuck in my head.
Stupid superstition.
About breaking a mirror.
I don't believe that. It's like a black cat going under a ladder, or a black cat crossing your path.
Right.
Or you walking under a ladder.
Yeah, I don't believe that. But mirrors, for some reason, I'm telling you, I think mine is more, you break a mirror like souls can escape out of it. The object of the dark reflection ritual is to boost your luck, although you might have to battle through a whole bunch of absolute terrible luck in order to get there. And I'm talking some final destination shit. You can perform this one either solo as part of a group. To get it going, find a mirror, look your reflection in the eye for a few seconds while focusing on all your negative energy. Breathe on the mirror till it fogs up, and then hold a burning flame until a black smudge appears on it. Lastly, smash the mirror and get ready to be on your guard. Through the rest of the night, bad luck will apparently follow you, getting increasingly more dangerous as the hours go by. If you survive until dawn, congratulations. It's said that your luck will magically become good, ensuring success in pretty much everything you do for an unspecific amount of time. Is it worth it? I'm not sure, but if you find out for yourself, you can find out for yourself if you're feeling brave.
I don't feel brave. And here's the funny thing about these games, though, is because I'm still a pretty strong skeptic.
Right.
But I'm not that much of a skeptic to say, oh, let's go try this.
Would you guys try any of these?
Be honest now.
I mean, there's some that I want to try, but I would.
She wants to know if you got the Blue Baby link.
I don't at the moment. Through the veil.
But no, I wouldn't try any of these games.
No?
No. No, if you want to play beer pong or something like that, I'm all for it.
No, you gotta play scary games.
Oh, beer pong can get scary.
I wouldn't want to do it here, though, to aggravate the spirits that are already here.
Too confined of a space.
Right, yeah. And put, No, you wouldn't, Beauty with Nature? You wouldn't try it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if Through the Veil's talking about my kind of game.
I think so when you mentioned beer pong. So like, there you go. That's why I love her.
Well,
I love her.
You can play with spirits.
Yeah.
Jack, Jam.
What would you do if you set up a beer pong table and you're sitting there just practicing, right? And then a ball comes back at you.
I'd be done. Either that or I think you spiked one of my
Yeah,
drinks.
you're like, go ahead, hon. Yeah, Andy, I did read that. And I get your point on that. To me personally, I'm just not taking the chance. I know too many people that have gotten it. But I understand. I think it's cool. I thank you for sending me that. I was explaining to you what Andy sent to me. I mean, obviously, I can't talk about it on here because of the fact that YouTube will be like, bye-bye.
Yeah, Beauty Nature says, yeah.
No, they don't, Ron. What? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Beauty Nature says, hell no, I wouldn't at Moon. And then she put up a chicken in a turd pile.
No, Ron, I don't tell them not to watch me, but I specifically tell my guides to not let anybody talk to me in the shower. I've done that for many, many years because of the fact that when I'm in the shower, because of the water, I do hear voices. and I don't want to get freaked out and fall.
Well, you know they're in the shower anyways. It's the only reason why that damn shower curtain will keep grabbing your leg.
Keep touching your leg.
Okay. Well,
I hear that, Ron.
that makes a lot of sense.
Totally.
All right. Where are we going next?
Okay, the next one is the shoebox telephone. Another one from the Three Kings subreddit. There was an originally published in 2012 is the shoebox telephone. It involves constructing a sort of astral telephone out of a shoebox, a string, and a paper cup.
Morning, Oracles.
Hey, Cassie, how are ya? If prepared correctly, this telephone will allow you to make a call to someone who might not be on our plane of existence anymore. Like the doors to the mind, the shoebox telephone is relatively low risk. However, be careful because you don't want to dial the wrong number. I'm not totally clear what happens if you do, but you probably don't want to find out.
So you probably don't want to pick it up and dial 6666.
Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't.
What's the number for heaven?
777?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's too close to 666.
So you put a cup, you know how when we were kids, you guys are fairly around my age.
Yeah.
So we had to, cups with a string talking to you. So you just put the one cup in the shoebox and you start calling heaven. I don't know. And then you listen. See, that's an easy one we can try.
No.
You tell me if somebody answers.
No.
We're all about experiments. I like doing
It's a
experiments. I'm going to
scammer.
do the magnet experiment.
It's a scammer.
It's a
You know, I don't even want to know anybody's age. Because I'm not saying mine.
So the next one. And all these links, remember guys, that all these links will be in the description. They should already be there. So the next game is the midnight game. I will freely admit that I have no earthly idea why anyone would actually want to play the midnight game. It sounds, theoretically at least, extremely dangerous, and winning, it doesn't seem to bestow any benefits on you. Maybe it's for the thrill of the whole thing or something. Allegedly, it was used for punishment for those dared transgress the laws of society during ancient times. But I suspect that it's just a fiction tacked into the story to make it freakier. It does, however, make use of the trope that can be encountered in different forms all over the world. That of the boogeyman, the monster whose name is involved in order to keep us in line. This particular game is an all-night event. Okay, here's one for you guys. You ready? After you summon the Midnight Man to your place of residence via the sort of blood magic, it's not generally recommended to do ever. Even as a witch, I don't like to use blood magic because that's binding. That's binding. You spend the rest of the evening moving about your house and trying to avoid him. What happens if he catches you? Well, depending on who you ask, he'll either trap you inside a hallucination of your worst fears for hours, or he'll rip out your innards. Whichever. Take the chance. If you make it through the game unscathed, though, don't assume you're safe from the Midnight Man forever. He might still be there lurking in the shadows, just waiting for the chance to visit you again.
They're fighting over who's older to the oldest now.
Oh. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? That's a good game to play.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't want to play the dog. Wait till we get to the other one, the hide and seek game. That's
No, I never liked hide and seek as a kid.
So the next up is the gambler's game. Eddie liked this one.
Oh my God, hold on. Hey, Oracles and Beyond kept saying, I'm the oldest. She's only turning 43. Wow, now that just made me feel old.
I wish I was turning 43.
Me too.
I wish.
All right. Which game is this one?
This is the gambler game.
Oh, we're going to gamble with ghosts.
Yes. The prize for winning the gambler's game is the ability to win any gamble, no matter how slim the odds might be. But before you can seize that prize, you have to beat the gambler at a different game at first. You get to choose the game for the challenge, which gives you something of an advantage over the gambler right from the get-go, right? Although, for what it's worth, your opponent prefers blackjack. So the gambler likes blackjack, but you can pick anything you want to play.
I get the concept.
Okay. If you choose his favorite game, though, he may go easy on you.
Yeah, no.
But he might not. Whatever game you play, though, just don't try to cheat. The gambler does not take kindly to cheating. Think of an Old West, gambling where they shoot you. If you
Just pull out a gun and shoot you.
Yeah, they don't care. The ritual might look kind of goofy to anyone who doesn't know what's going on. Essentially, it'll seem you're playing a card game with yourself. But just because you can't see your opponent doesn't mean he's not there. Also, the cost of losing is steep. Bear in mind before you decide to play. So I don't know what the cost of losing is because they don't say what it is, but I can imagine it's not nice.
I'm sure it's not. Yeah, and Andy, you're right. But they got to be empty first. And I don't understand how Cassie can say, "Oh, this sounds fun," without knowing the consequences yet.
Okay, here's the one. Here's the one Eddie liked. The telephone ritual. This one kind of freaked me out talking about it.
Well, I don't know. That one did catch my attention, though.
Yeah. The telephone ritual, which hails from Japan, it's always the Japanese. They got some scary shit going on over there. You know what I mean? They really do. They got some freaky lore. They got some freaky games.
Absolutely, Andy.
So, this hails from Japan, bears some similarities with the shoebox telephone. However, it uses both. You have to have a mobile phone and a landline phone, right?
Hell no, Eli.
Instead of a phone made out of a shoebox, and you don't get to pick who you call. It's also a heck lot more dangerous. Before you start, you have to make sure you're alone in the house. Don't try to play with anybody else in the home. Also, make sure that you're comfortable with hanging out in the in your bathroom and staring in the depths of your toilet for an extended amount of time.
There's 2 red flags. Number 1, you got to be by yourself. And number 2, you're in a confined room now.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
When you're ready to play, first turn off all the lights in your home and lay down a line of salt outside the bathroom door.
Yeah, because now they're in the bathroom with you. So they're not coming in the bathroom.
You haven't called them yet. So you place the salt outside the bathroom door, so you're protected, right? Then grab your phone and a flashlight. Lock yourself in the bathroom and use your mobile phone to call your home number. Doing so might result in, something picking up the other line. If it happens, you hang up immediately. If you see a change in the surface of the toilet water or hear a noise from somewhere inside your house, hang up immediately.
Why? Does that mean somebody's running to answer the phone?
Yeah.
I thought the whole idea was to get somebody to answer it.
No, because you want to see if it really works. So you call it. We could do that. We could call that here.
No, we can't.
I could use my phone and call our room phone.
I'm going to go downstairs and have a cigarette. I'll have my phone with me. So when you're done, you can go ahead and message me and I'll come back up. Oh, no. I got lost somewhere in here.
All right, beauty of nature.
She got that terrible video.
So, and then the blog writer writes, actually, you know what? Just don't try making a call in the first place. It's probably safer for anyone.
You're right. I did say hell no. It ain't happening. But yet, I want to go out
And
on
investigate.
and yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I'm out. I'm not in a confined freaking room. Yeah, does it count if you walk around with your pockets full of salt?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll answer that.
Coffee. And I believe in drinking healthy things. I got barley and hops. All right. What's the next one?
The next one is the answer man.
Oh, and the answer's always no.
So if you're too freaked out to try any of these games on your own, the answer man requires 10 people. So maybe there's safety in numbers, right?
No, now it's a mass murder.
Gather everyone together in a circle. Then the players have to take out their phones and call each one to their left. So they're calling each player to their left, right? Y'all have to hit send at the same time. Most of you will probably get a busy signal, but it's possible that one person might get through to the answer man. Whoever gets through to the answer man can ask whatever question they want of him. But just so you know, that for every question you ask, he'll ask you one in return. His questions aren't always easy to answer, but you must answer them truthfully and accurately. So you know it's going to be a, hey, do you really think Steve's cute? You know what I mean? Somebody in the group. It's going to be something about somebody in the group, right?
Oh, so what he's doing is turning 10 people against each other.
Right. But you gotta answer truthfully because he'll know if you're lying.
Right. What's the consequences?
If he doesn't like your answer, you're going to have a bad time. So make sure you're fully prepared before playing.
It sounds like you're going to have a bad time by the end of this anyways.
Right? And it says it also gives, you might want to get an inexpensive burner phone or pay-as-you-go phone, because if you manage to get in touch with the answer man, you'll need to destroy the phone once you talk to him. Otherwise, he might be able to reach out to you whenever he wants.
Oh. That'd be answering your phone and you hear, I want to play a game.
Yeah. He never said that.
No, I'm just saying.
No, he said that. He doesn't say want to play the game.
If you do use your phone, you don't throw it out. You got in touch with them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now your phone will ring, you'll answer it.
And it's,
And that's all you hear is, you want to play a game?
Here was the one that freaked Eddie out. I asked him if he wanted to play it, and he said, "Oh, hell no." He's like, I started reading it last night to him, and he's like, nope. One person hide and seek.
Oh, yeah, but no. What the hell kind of game is that?
I feel the same way about one person hide and seek as I do about the midnight game. Namely, I can't figure out why on earth you'd even play it. But again, I suspect, and it has a lot to do with thrill seeking. If it's your thing, then go forth carefully. And this is the one I thought was that video game, too. Known in Japan as Hitori Kakarumba. It's Japanese. I'm sorry.
It's an Asian name.
Yeah. This is one. Thank you for the. Uh-oh.
Who's that?
That's Cincinnati, Paranormal UK. Thank you for the lemons. I appreciate it.
Thank God.
So this one involves preparing a doll or a stuffed animal to be your opponent. Once you created, this is easy, guys. You guys can do this. Okay?
Yeah, just go hide. Nobody's going to find you.
Once
you play it by yourself.
Once you created the opponent and put through precautions in place, it's the doll's turn to hide. Well, it's your turn to seek. So you're going to know where, right? After you find the doll.
God damn it. Citizen Z broke the lemon.
Oh, really?
He's probably the one that broke the one-armed bandit.
Okay, so it's your turn to seek. So you go and place the doll or whatnot, and then you go look for it, and you found it, right? After you find the doll, though, the roles are reversed, and you do not, under any circumstances, want this doll to find you. If you successfully avoid it, you'll have to go find it again to end the game, right? But be warned, you may not find it where you left it. Can you imagine? So you put it in a hiding spot, right? And you go hide. So it's seeking you, supposedly, right? You go back to find it, and it's gone from its...
Because it's looking for you.
Huh?
Because it's looking for you.
Yeah.
Now, the scary part would be is if you, like, walked by the bed, and that damn thing reached out, grabbed your ankles. Yeah, no. There's nothing fun about that game.
So, yeah. There you go, guys. That's the 10 creepy games.
Yeah, just leave it in the shadows. Come up with this shit.
I like stuff like this.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Okay, so Blue Baby game.
I think I'm subscribed to Citizen Z, ain't I?
Yes, you are. On YouTube, you are. Yes. So Blue Baby. Oh, Blue Baby Blue. Is an urban legend with a strange game that kids play in the bathroom. If you perform the ritual, they say an evil, ghostly infant will appear in your arms. Yeah, see, that's just creepy in itself.
What? No, wait. What?
So if you do the ritual, they say an evil, ghostly infant will appear in your arms.
Yeah, no. What the hell?
To play Blue Baby Blue, you have to go in the bathroom on your own, turn off the lights, and lock the door. Then you stare into the mirror, holding your arms like you're rocking a baby, and repeat the Blue Baby 13 times without making a mistake.
No.
If you do it right, you'll suddenly feel the weight of an invisible baby in your arms. The baby will get heavier and heavier as it grows larger and larger. You'll feel scratching in your arms. Before it gets too heavy, you'll have to quickly take the invisible baby and flush it down the toilet and run out of the bathroom.
I wouldn't hold on that long.
If you don't do it fast enough, a hideous woman will appear in the mirror. She will yell, "Give my baby back," and scream loud enough to break the glass. If you're still holding the baby, she'll kill you.
What are you supposed to do at that point now? Throw it back at the mirror?
You don't, you're already done. You're just done.
Well, if she's yelling, "Give me my baby back," are you supposed to throw it at the mirror and just say, "Here you go"?
You can try.
No, we can't, because I'm not going to do it.
Some people believe the woman is Bloody Mary and she murdered her
I
own
agree.
child when she shattered a mirror and used a piece of broken glass to stab him to death. According to the urban legend, a group of girls found out about the Blue Baby story and decided to try it out. They didn't believe it would work, so they sent their friend Laura into the bathroom on her own. She turned the lights off and closed the door behind her, and Laura pulled out her arm and started chanting, "Blue Baby, Blue Baby." All of a sudden, a baby appeared in her arms and began scratching her. Laura was scared out of her wits and had no idea what to do. She wanted to drop it and run, but she was afraid of what might happen. She just stood there holding the invisible baby as it grew heavier and heavier. Suddenly, she caught sight of something horrible in the bathroom mirror and screamed in terror. When Laura's friends heard her screaming, they tried to open the door, but it was locked. Finally, they managed to run to a friend's house to get help, but when they broke the door, they found Laura lying dead on the bathroom floor. Her eyes had been scratched out. They couldn't move her body because something large and invisible was pinning her to the ground.
That's a big baby.
Somebody commented, right, in 2018, "I played Baby Blue a year ago. I did everything correctly and I actually felt like I was holding something. and it was getting heavier and heavier. I was so excited I didn't want to flush it away because I wanted to see the mother. I waited for a few minutes, but she never appeared. So I flushed the baby away. I guess it really didn't work. What? Did she really? She's like, I'm totally doing round 2. Does she want to get killed? If you felt it, obviously something.
Well, she wanted to see the mother.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I just watch Friday the 13th. You'll find her mom.
Yeah, Bloody Mary done got her. You ain't kidding. But why would you want to do it again? Screw that. Once is enough. My Bloody Mary, some of you guys have heard the story about my Bloody Mary story.
Yeah, they had too much vodka in it.
Yeah, it was nasty. No. Yeah, exactly. Through the veil, someone crazy. That's just nuts. I would try it maybe once when I was a kid, but no. So my Bloody Mary story happens, it all happens with my bedroom mirror. That's what we did. That's what it is. We did, I mean, there's certain, yeah, that's her dad. Friday the 13th, that's her dad. So we did it, and I was going through these stories. There was different ways of playing Bloody Mary, and I didn't know that.
I thought there was only one way.
That's what I thought too. But apparently, even you said you didn't know when I was talking. Like when we did Bloody Mary, we had the mirror set up. We had the 2 candles at the bottom of the mirror, right? We were sitting behind it. They were sitting in front of the mirror, and I had people behind me. And what you're supposed to do, at least in what I was told and what we did, was we sat there and shut off the lights. We had somebody buy the lights in case we had to turn it on real quick. That was David. I remember that. And and then we'd say Bloody Mary 13 times, and then knock on the wall 3 times. And then she was supposed to appear in the candle light, like walking across from candle to candle. And then you were supposed to look over your left to see her in the mirror.
Oh my God, Susie.
Oh, Jesus. Only
oh.
you, Z.
Who's leaving? Somebody leaving.
Oh. 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 Oh, I want to go, Nicole, through the veil. She's getting ready to do bye-bye, baby woods. LOL. I'll take you with me. Witches and black-eyed kids.
Oh, that sounds like a blast.
I would so go with you. Definitely. So anyway, we did the Bloody Mary, right? Saw the little figure go across the candle. And apparently my dyslexia kicked in because I didn't look left. I looked right. And over my right-hand shoulder was my friend Linda. I don't even know if I told her this. So Linda, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. But over the right-hand side was my friend Linda. I remember her face changing.
I heard the phone ring.
Oh, and to this.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's the answer, man. See? I swear my phone's not in here to call it. Her face started changing, and I'll never forget that. Like her hair started to grow out, and her nails, I could see her hands. They were reaching. I don't know if they were reaching for my throat or Bobby's throat because he was sitting next to me. But her fingernails started growing, and that's when I yelled, "Turn on the light! Turn on the light!"
Don't worry, Shrimp Shack. Shadows won't do that game either because she don't even like elevators.
Oh, hell no. No, yeah, I've seen that one too, Shrimp Shack. That's freaky as hell. I don't like elevators as it is.
We'll have to tell them the day that I scared you so bad.
Because of this asshole. I don't like elevators as it is. I don't like the feeling. Because that feeling that I get going down in an elevator is what I get before I have an out-of-body experience. So that's why I don't like elevators. I don't like that feeling. This jerk, we were at my daughter's doctor's, my oldest daughter, and we're going in an elevator, and we're going down to the first floor to go. We're going home. Doesn't this jerk jump in the elevator?
Just has a bottom floor.
Yes, just my daughter and him are laughing their asses off. I think I had a heart attack. I start hitting him.
I'm bent over laughing so hard. I'm crying. She's beating the hell out of me. And I asked her, I says, now what the hell would you have done if the doors opened up and there was a cop standing there? I'm crying and you're beating the hell out of me.
Oh, see, Jim, no, I don't do. Want to do?
She wants to do it somewhere in New York.
You want to do it somewhere in New York? Why New York? Why you gotta do it in my home state, man?
Oh, so Citizen Z.
You're gonna go.
Huh?
You're gonna go. Just like those, those creepy, like when you go out in the forest and you see the stairs. We've talked about them before. The stairs in the forest that lead to nowhere.
Oh, we have them in PA too.
Yeah.
Ex-Murder Hollow.
It's like, yeah, you don't. I don't know. You just don't test shit like that.
Well, no, because the old theory of Ex-Murder Hollow was if you went down the stairs, when you went down far enough, you'll hear a door close and you can't get back out. That's and you'll never be found.
Right.
So it was like people would joke around and go down 1 or 2 steps, be like, "Oh, I ain't going." Bitch, I ain't even getting on the top step.
No, because that red flag comes up.
Get somebody off and run by and push him.
So you want to go to New York City?
Yeah.
Although, I mean, we have the Hilton in Batavia, in Western New York, in Rochester. But yeah, you just don't test those theories out, or you know what I mean? We've talked about that before on here. Some things you just don't,
Yeah, take your neighbor's dog and throw it down there. See what happens.
I had a lady tell me to use the stairs one night when I got home so she could have it to herself. I said, my apartment is right by the elevator and I pay as much for rent, so I'm using the damn elevator. I don't blame you. Who the hell's going to sit there? That's rude.
You can use it by yourself after I get off the damn thing.
Exactly. That's just, that's messed up. Am I not? Oh, God, I hope I'm not missing anybody.
Jim didn't tell her to scoot over. He pushed her out the damn way.
Yeah, is that what you did, Jim?
And then said, now listen, bitch, hit this button.
That's so wrong. So let me go ahead and put up the number.
What number are we putting up?
The show number.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Or if anybody wants to come up and talk. Have you had any experiences? I almost want to go to. Have you had any experiences if anybody wants to come up with dealing with like Bloody Mary or anything like that? I would love to have you on the show and talk about it.
Oh, Citizen Z. Shadow's already talked about that.
Yes, Citizen Z. There is one, with the stuffed animal.
Yeah. Oh, you said with a haunted doll.
Well, that would be wild for him to do that with the haunted doll. Because he's got the haunted doll.
Yeah, well, he can keep it.
Yeah, we're getting ready to play a game, lady. But yeah, if anybody wants to call in or come up, if they've had experience with that or anything, definitely come on up. It would be interesting to hear what happened to you. See, I love that. That's why I love watching your investigations through the veil. I really do. I don't say a lot because I'm shy. I know that's hard to believe, but I am. When I come into a room,
you just said the biggest friggin' lie you guys will ever hear.
I am shy.
It's funny. I keep moving my beer can, and I can't figure out why my cursor ain't moving.
Oh,
it's not my mouse.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm not playing hide and go seek, and because with the stuffed animal or anything like that. Because if the damn thing does move and I go to get it and it's gone from this, no, that's not cool. That's just not cool.
Oh, it'd be cool. It'd be scary as hell, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, that's like that's like last night when we were talking about this. Like I said, we go over the script, not the script, but the show. That when everything's happening, you know, what we're going to talk about and everything. And I'm like, want to go play hide and seek with the stuffed animal? And he's like, no, we have a stuffed animal. It can stay out there. It's in the camper.
Yeah, that's good. It's hiding perfectly.
So what did I do? I go, he goes, I don't hear it calling that it needs help. And I said, you should if you heard it call.
Yeah, I would.
If you want. Really, Citizen Z? But see, my thing is, Citizen Z, is do you believe in those games? Do you believe that they can work?
Who's with you?
The doll that turns its head.
No, it's good.
Okay, no, yeah, go get them. I would love this. This is awesome.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go have a cigarette.
But yet he wants to go investigate.
Yeah. With the bears.
Yeah, with the bears. The bears. Hey, Sid, how you doing?
Sid, how are you doing today?
Awesome, awesome. So Through the Veil's going to bring up her doll, her haunted doll, William.
So I guess that, what was it? Added Jim?
Haunted you?
No.
Oh.
Jim, not Jim.
Oh, Emma's a gem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that followed you today?
Yeah.
I guess she thought we were just hilarious.
Em's awesome. She's the one I normally go on panel with.
Well, I don't know. When you come in here and you do your thing, I don't pay attention.
I know. I'm sorry you're in pain, Sid. That's not good.
I can't even use working. Do you think it's muscle reaction that moves it without your body? I kind of agree with that. I really don't.
I know. I thought he was going to talk some trashy shit about you, Jim. Hey, Joanne.
See, I said Jim. She heard Jim.
I know. But anyway, you were answering Citizen Z. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm just agreeing with what he says. I don't think that thing moves on its own. I mean, because it's plastic and that, could it be done by static?
Right. Eddie never, LOL. No. I don't think, I think, I mean, we all can be dumb sometimes, but.
So when did you start using that link? Just today or?
Yeah. All right, Through the Veil's up here. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's not what I wanted. Hold on, I'm trying to get everything. There we go.
Trying to get him. All right. This is William.
How you doing, Seth?
Hey,
And
Seth.
before I drop him up here, he has a spirit of, I'm guessing he's about 20, but he will move his head on his own. I have captured him moving his head on his own.
That's wild.
Oh, no.
Okay. You have to look at the camera. Now, my hand is on his butt and on his back. I'll put it up here so I'm not moving him. And he will move his head if someone talks to him.
I'm not talking to him.
Hi, William.
You'll look at her.
If he turns and looks at the camera. Wait, whoa. His head's
Hi,
moving.
William. How are you?
Hello.
What's up, Eli? His
Hey,
head
Eli.
was
How's it going? Hey, how's it going?
Did you see that?
I see it. William, how you doing?
Yeah, I like the doll. Nice.
Yeah. It's just lovely.
Yeah, his body is perfectly straight. It's his head that turns.
In his last stream, if it turns.
And he caused mass chaos with me one day. He blew my inverter that goes to like all my CC cams. He got mad because I put him back in box. And yeah, he ruined about $200 worth of equipment.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, William, I'm glad you're up here on screen with us.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Look, there he goes.
We're all good, brother.
You see him?
It's freaky because it's almost like he's looking right at you.
I know. Hi, William.
Can you talk to her? And if you look, his eyes are actually, they move in different directions.
I thought I noticed that. Like his eyes shifted, like when he was turning.
Jim says, hold my beer and run.
Hey, Seth, how you doing? Welcome. But
You
yeah,
like being on camera?
I saw the eyes shift before he moved. You know what I mean? He moved the head. Hi, William. Thank you so much for showing yourself to us.
Oh, but since Bales is up here, real quick, like I said, I think it was 10 minutes and 46 seconds into the Mississippi Ghost video.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to it closely, now you're doing your EVP, you can hear the water or the wood or something crackle every now and then. But if you listen real careful, you can actually hear somebody talking.
Oh, wow. I didn't pay that close of attention.
I was all intrigued with it. It was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I had to go back over that.
Yeah.
He was so excited that he saw it or heard it.
Turn your head the other direction.
But no, he wants to keep looking at the camera.
He's looking at something more. There goes his eyes.
Yeah, wasn't that?
Hi,
William.
William.
Way over this way.
Now they're back at the window or at the camera.
I think he's looking up at him.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is. It's totally different.
That is so cool. Thank you so much, William.
Yeah,
You like being on camera?
Yeah, it seems like. What'd you say?
Enjoy your nap.
Yeah, he stays in the garage because
I wonder why.
I don't like him staring at me. It's like when you walk past, I used to have him on my shelf in the living room, and he would actually watch you walk past and watch you walk back the other way, and it's like,
no.
Yeah, I think I would probably feel
Honey,
the same
get the
way.
gun.
I would feel the same way, especially if he definitely you notice that following. It's like,
yeah. And I think for a doll, he looks the most realistic that I have seen. I think he's taken on more of like the human features because he's been in there for so long.
I agree with Nicole.
Yeah.
He's staring at my beer. Welcome back, Eli.
We go back in the box.
Thank
Do
you,
you
William.
think he's going
for
to answer
showing
you and
yourself.
say yes?
I thank you so much.
Come on, we'll go back in the box.
The dog likes you, Eddie.
Yeah, I can tell it just kept looking. It just seemed like it was staring right at me.
It's a nice big smile.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Seth.
Oh, did you see what Citizen Zero?
No, that is Jennifer. Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that. I think I was in there, or I saw the replay of it when it scared Eli.
Yeah, Citizen has a weird doll.
Oh, he does, yeah.
I don't know. I think I started watching the stream with him yesterday, and instantly he was just like, I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh, that was at the cemetery. Yeah.
Yeah, all of his equipment, everything just quit working.
Yeah.
And according to him, it was everything. Sid said,
Oh my God.
Sid said he's like a girl.
Hey, Joanne. How's it going?
Eli's
Hey,
not
Sid.
afraid to he's not afraid to admit he screams like a girl when shit.
I
like that
did. Yeah, when I seen that doll, I was like, "Oh my god!" You know, wow, that's not me. That was Mary. But sorry, no, sorry. Oh my god, Mary's so cool. But yeah, I did. I was just like, "Whoa, what the hell?" You know, like, yeah, I did. I gotta admit that it was
Well,
funny.
that's all right. You should have seen when I was watching Bale's video. I heard that voice, and I'm like, am I really hearing this?
I think I'm gonna get ripped for that. Just kidding.
You need to watch the Hurt Hardy one where we didn't even have the EVP box or anything going on. And we're just walking through because we're waiting for some people at the church to leave. And we get phones and a few other like EVPs help me. And it's just out of the clear air and they're really easy to hear. And I was just like, I didn't hear them until I got home. And I was like, that's weird. I thought it was just, wasn't going to be no cemetery. It ain't not really going to have nothing,
Yeah,
It seemed to be pretty active for a little place.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm actually getting pretty excited to set up our first time to go out on our first investigation. We got plenty of equipment. Not as much as we'd like, but
Hey, I got my
she got her,
I got my bear watcher. That's all I care about.
You really don't do much.
That's the whole reason why we got the flirt.
Yeah.
So she can actually just scan the woods for bears.
I would be like, "Whoa!" I'll be like, "Ah!"
Oh, don't worry, you won't be able to miss
Just
that.
like
It's a
that.
bear.
I'm telling you, that's the only reason why I got the FLIR. I mean, I think it's a cool concept for ghost hunting and everything. That's fine. But that's being out in bear country, especially if we go to Old Valdez. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
And the reason why we want to go to Old Valdez is it was 64.
Yeah, 1964.
And it was wiped out by a massive tsunami. But there are still grave sites down there that they have found. They found the Spanish graveyard.
No, Chinese.
It's never been touched, and it's still down there. And it's like, we want to go down there, but
there's only 2 seasons. There's bear season and ice season.
Yeah. There's no like happy medium. It's like as soon as the bears hibernate, it's already snowing and ice.
Yeah.
Now you're doing a ghost investigation there, right?
Well, that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The spirits there, I know a lot of people don't think about it, but I run into it here. My spirits speak like French and Polish, so I didn't know if you would run into spirits of a language that you didn't speak.
What will probably, would it be in Old Valdez? I'm thinking we'll probably hear a lot of native languages because like the native people up here are way different than like down in the lower 48s. Like they still speak their language and that. Like even my friend, she's on my Facebook and she'll be talking to her sisters. I'm friends with her and her sisters, and they'll be talking their language, and I'm like, what? And she'll start talking it to me, and I'm like, I have no clue what you're saying.
Yeah. You might want to learn like simple phrases like "How are you?" or "My name is" or something.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can get that communication going. I mean, even though you won't understand the rest of it, maybe you can, prove or disprove that, that these ghosts are there and they are speaking this language.
Right. And the hard thing is, I mean, like there's a lot of, like I said, the villages up here, there's so many different tribes. And so I know she's a Yupik tribe. What is it?
Yupik.
Okay. Yupik. And her husband's a different tribe. So at least I'll have at least 2 that are around this area that if something, I do pick up something, I can say, hey, does this sound familiar?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
I speak Cherokee, so I can help you.
Right, yeah, I'm Seneca, so I don't.
And another hard part about this area, if people seeing us out there with this equipment talking, the cops would be all over the place.
They're not yet. I mean, I think there's only like, I'd say maybe that I know of, maybe like 2 groups in the whole state of Alaska.
Damn, citizen.
You know what I mean? So it's like not a lot of people up here don't like talking about spirits. I don't know what that, you know.
They don't like it here either.
No, especially our boss.
Well, that's because they're Asian.
Well, not only that, you're trying to convince her that the place that this building is haunted, and now she's starting to hear things.
Yeah, she always has, but because of what happened to her with the spirit, that she.
Well, that's true.
She don't want nothing to do with it.
But now,
Beauty of nature.
being a cook, I always had like a flat scraper that can clean out my grease trap on my grill.
Yeah.
One day it just come up missing. So I asked her, I said, did you use it? Did you? She goes, no. I said, did Mr. Hong take it? No. About a month later, don't even think about it anymore. You hear this noise and you turn around and look. It's laying right in the middle of the floor right there.
Like it fell out of thin air.
Out of thin air.
Yeah, usually they take something because they want your acknowledgement, and it takes so much energy to move something, so it has to be significant that they're trying to get your attention for. So if they're going to use up that energy to take something and bring it back to you, they're trying to tell you something.
Oh,
Right.
well,
Yeah.
Ron, down here in southern Alaska, we don't get a lot of Russians.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lot of, Chinese come here for tours. But a lot of Koreans, not a lot.
yeah, a lot.
Well, yeah, a lot in season. A lot in season, but not like living wise. I mean, because here is a tourist town anyway. So we go from 10,000 people in the season to back down to 1,500 during the rest of the year. So, but it's mainly we got tourists and cannery workers. That's the 2 that come in.
And that's how I wound up here.
That's by the end of the season, we're usually like, people go home.
We get some of that here. Of course, it's they call it like a pioneer village, but it's been here since the 1700s. And I live in the old part, and they have actually built a newer part of the city, which made it bigger. But during the spring and all through the summer, you got people coming in and looking through like the old houses and the gift shops and stuff. And it's like little Branson down here. We have street fairs and art festivals, and by the end of the season, I'm like, leave.
Yeah, just
Well, that's how it is here.
Yeah. Even now, even with everything going on, because it hasn't, obviously we don't have a season this year.
Yeah, we have nobody here this year.
Yeah, we didn't open.
But even
this
for the
still.
4th of July, people were coming, and it's like too many people. It's like too many people.
But we get our 3 months. We just get our butts handed to us.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, are these people ever going to leave? And then when they leave, about 2 weeks later, you're like, man, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
Yeah.
No.
It's sort of like I love history. Like I love reading about it. I love looking at the pictures. But I love to experience like spirits in a haunted home. But I wouldn't want to get attacked by one. You know what I mean? Like that's just me.
I see, and a lot of that to me, I don't know. Studying it for so many years, I mean, thank God, I don't know if I'm well protected or whatnot. I've, knock on wood, I've never had anything attached to me. I've never had anything attack me. Nothing negative has ever happened to me. So that's why I think it's a lot on what you're brought up with and what your belief is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I was attacked when I was like 15, which took me out of my paranormal interest for almost 20 years. It was that bad.
Wow.
I think it's more like I'm sorry. I think it's more like if you do like a prayer maybe before you enter, the haunted location, and maybe think a little bit, maybe positive instead of negativity, what's going to be in there, and maybe you'll leave more with the positive vibe more than with the negative.
Well, we had thought that we just done Bobby Mackey's, and I have always done prayer, especially in a place that holds, that much interest. They're saying it's really demonic and everything. So we done prayer before we went in, and then we done prayer when we left, and I cleaned and saged all my equipment. But every time now that I turn on my voice box to do an investigation, the same voice is coming through it that attacked me at Mackey's and hurt my neck. So I don't know, somehow he got attached to something in our equipment, got bypassed through us even doing prayer. So that's had me fascinating.
I don't know if I could ever do Bobby Mackey.
Actually, I didn't find any demons there. I found a lot of oppression, sadness. I've seen a lot of murder, and of course, the cattle. I mean, even cattle and stuff have souls too. So it was a slaughterhouse.
Well,
all of that.
Any better? Respect the spirits, and the spirits will respect you. You be nasty, and good luck.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I was nice, and they was nasty to me.
Right. Well, that's the thing, with Bobby Mackey's, it's funny because anything that I ever watched on Bobby Mackey's or whatnot, I've never felt anything evil. I felt the negativity, you know what I mean, but not like negative emotions, not negativity as in spirit-wise.
Yeah.
But it's just like when Beauty of Nature, she was on my panel and she went live at the Maria Tall Chief's Mansion. There was a lot of history in the Oklahoma Osage reservation. Well, it's not a reservation anymore, but there was a lot of killings going on, and you could just feel the negativity across the stream. Even her, her family members got scratched, whoever went with her. And you can actually, go into with the prayer and you still get attacked because they don't like the prayer. They don't like the word of God. You know what I mean? But if you go in there, prepared, more prepared. I don't know how more prepared, but at least going in there and saying, hey, we're not going to hear to disrespect you in any way. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I guess the negative personality, like a demonic, whatever you call it, they will take form of that spirit that died in that building, and they might attack you because they don't like the person, or they don't like because you're there with full intention of showing positivity in the building.
Beauty of Nature's yelling at you over in chat.
Oh yeah, okay, I know, I see her. That's why I mentioned the place.
All right.
Yeah, and too, sometimes I've ran into investigations that you just find a nasty spirit that was an old person that was just nasty themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
And they're just going to reach out and scratch and bite, just like people do. I mean,
somebody that had a miserable life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it may not be demonic at all.
Beauty of Nature, like when I read about it, they said that. I mean, I don't know if it's still a reservation, but they said on like the thing I was reading that you sent me that it wasn't. I mean, I'm not sure. Like whatever you sent me, it said that. I don't know if it's like. That's what I read. That's why I said that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful what you read too. Sometimes, you definitely have to go through your research and figure it out. Talk to the actual people that you know what I mean.
Yeah, actually, there. Yeah.
And Ron, to answer your question, you didn't have a question, but when you were talking about when Russia was still owned Alaska, there is a piece of Alaska up in the tip that they still own. I forget what the town's name is, but they still own a piece of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't want to sell it all.
Very nice to meet you, Seth.
Yeah, it's called the Great Horse Reservation. That's true. It's pretty cool, man. She caught some EVPs and everything else, and
I'll have to check that out. I love watching investigations.
That's awesome.
We sat here where we live, and we've used the portal box. We've used dowsing rods. We used
Spirit box.
the spirit.
Not
Spirit.
the SB7, but the
Uh,
ghost box.
yeah, and we actually had conversations here.
Huh.
So,
Yeah, I don't see why people say they don't exist.
the name was what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's just that they have that wall up. That, you know what I mean?
You heard that voice. What did he say? Is it Frank?
Frank.
That one day you were sitting on the couch, you just turned everything,
Off. Yeah.
and you were like, "What's your name?" And I think he said his name, Frank.
Frank. Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I mean, because we've always had, like, people that have watched me know that we've always had
Shadows.
shadow figures going, and they don't do nothing. They just sit there. Matter of fact, there was one shadow that, like, when I used to be working full time, I'd work 2:30 to 10:30 p.m. and I'd be up here, and there's one shadow person that'll sit and chill with them and watch TV with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just hangs out with me. And
I
then
look,
she'll come in the door and
And it'll dark.
he'll take off until she settles down and settles in.
Yep.
And then he'll sneak
Yeah.
back up.
yeah, I
That's
look at it.
crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I look at every investigation like you're walking into a doctor's office. You know, they don't know you, you don't know them, so you have to introduce yourself, and they may want to talk to you, they may not. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I like that.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Man,
mean,
you
like
know-
I said
Sorry.
here before, that's okay. Like I said here, a lot of the spirits here, at least one, is an old housekeeper. I know that. Because you'll hear the knock on the door, and then you'll hear the jiggle of the handle, like they're coming in to change the room.
still working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still
Wow.
working.
It's just like I seen the shadow. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like I seen the shadow on the back of you. See that little wall, the white bare wall
Oh,
between
right,
the
yeah.
picture in there. You see a little head pop up and pop down.
Yeah.
But I
It
told
was just crazy.
actually, I think I debunked that. Now that I've been sitting on this side, and I know exactly what you're talking about, Eli,
Mm-hmm.
I think the way the wind was coming,
Yeah.
you see the tapestry hanging behind her?
Yeah.
Okay, that hangs down quite a ways. But I was watching the air in that kick
Yeah.
the bottom corner up. And it started looking
Oh.
like somebody was peeking out from behind there.
Well, no, it was not peeking up. It's like you see that. I understand what you mean, but it could. But you see what that little white parts there between the poster and that little shelf? Yeah, right in the middle. You see?
I got to go the right way.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
You can see they pop up with long hair and popped up. Maybe it is. Maybe it was us being up late at night, and who knows?
But that's where that corner of that will blow up when it's
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know.
And
I
I
just
didn't either. I
He
didn't
didn't
Yeah.
either until he started sitting on that side of the room.
I never noticed it till after I got my desk and everything set up here. Now
Yeah.
I'm facing that direction.
he's probably staring at it the whole time. He goes, "I'm waiting for that little girl to pop up again."
But yeah, I think I ended up debunking that.
So, what do you guys think shadow people are? Like, to me, with the way I look at it is, I'm really starting to, and like I said, nobody's an
Hi,
expert at
Lisa.
this. We're all just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and but a lot of the time, I started getting this theory of as I was researching things about, it's like us in a
Maybe so.
different timeline or a parallel universe. You know what I mean? Like, somebody brought up something that I was watching the other day, it was actually a couple months ago, about how, sometimes we see lights and that. What if it's us investigating and it's like our, K2 meter lighting up or something, and we're like, whoa, that light? And it's like, they're doing the same thing to us. Like, whoa, did you see that light?
Maybe I guess like we're the ghost to them. You know?
That's
what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have ran into that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
They're not haunting us. They're not invading our space.
They're trying to
We're
figure out what
invading
we are.
theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the veil is you pretty much you got this side and this side, and it always runs thinner in different areas.
Right.
And it's just like we can't see them at times, and at times they can't see us. So we're just bypassing each other, and every once in a while we get a glimpse of one another.
Right.
Now
Like, whoa.
they're
Wow,
like,
yeah.
"Who are you?" And we're like,
Yeah,
No.
we're
Where the hell
reacting
did you
the
come
same way.
from?
Now everybody tells me that they see a little girl in the back of my chair, or and I'm just like, where? Like, I mean, not this one over here, not this
I
one.
was gonna
fake.
say it's right there.
But I was just like, that's what intrigues me though so much about the paranormal is just to ask questions and I mean just to see why they're there. I mean, I know we got spirit boxes and everything else, but I really want to like find out what it feels like on the other side, but not die. But I want to know what it feels
No,
like.
you don't want to die.
Yeah.
I've been there and done that.
Well, I have too, but I just want to know how it feels. To what did they see? Like, what did they see? Like,
When I had my near-death experience, I mean, it was weird. If you ever hear Kevin Smith, if you don't know who that is, it's Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Talk about what his mother talks about, it was so wild because I felt the same way she did because she had a near-death experience. And it was the same thing. It was like when I left my body, first of all, the difference between my OBE and my near-death experience is my OBE, I came out of my chest and floated up, okay? Where when I died, I went out the top of my head. Even though I felt like I was going up, it's hard to explain, but I was going out the top of my head. And when I was in that, like, I didn't see anything. I just saw black, but I had a sense of a light up above me, but I just saw black. And I'm not one that, believes in you go. I think wherever we believe it is in the afterlife is where we go, right? And I'm not a real big heaven believer, so I don't know why I saw the light. I could be wrong, Hey, but when I left my body, it was more or less like all the human burdens left. Like I didn't have to worry about feeding the cat. I didn't have to worry about making dinner. I didn't, the little mundane things that we don't realize put so much weight on us. That was all gone. And all I felt was like love for everything.
Yeah, but I bet you anything Eddie said, damn it, you at least should have let me have TV dinner in the mouth. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or leftovers in the microwave, damn it.
Are you kidding me? I'm the one that cooks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's the cook, duh.
So I know that, I'm just saying.
So Sid says that Joe and I can hear someone coming up the steps to our rooms, and no one's there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there have been many times me and Missy will be sitting in the living room, and the way the furniture is arranged, where I sit in my chair, I can see my door, and I can see a gap underneath it with a light. And I cannot count the number of times I have watched somebody walk by my door, try my door handle, and I would fly over there, and there's absolutely nobody around.
Wow.
Yep.
When I remember, I think we were on a live one time. I think it was last time we talked, Eddie, and you had left to have a smoke, and I think Shadows was downstairs, and so you would shut the door.
Was that our 24-hour marathon?
No, I think it was another time.
Because that's the only time we shut the door. We haven't shut it since then.
No, it was another time,
Okay.
So I remember you left downstairs to go for smoke, right? And all I hear is just like you had left. I hear you leave, and all I hear is another door slam, like someone just came in, and then I see like someone just stomping around, and I'm just like, what? And then you hear a knock, like knock, like on wood.
That would have to be
On this door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because our front door is where you're not going to hear it. That you're just not going to hear it
unless it's the SWAT team beating on it.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, you're not going to hear it close because it's got hydraulics on it. so it closes very slowly. So you're not going to hear it like slam or anything. The only door that can slam here would be that one. Okay, thank you for letting me know.
What happened?
It was Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, what did they tell you?
That I got 90 seconds.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's very weird that you would hear a door slam without seeing this bedroom door slam.
Well, actually, they can't see the door.
Oh yeah, they can't see the door.
So that
Oh, shut up, lady.
Hey,
you
except
have 60 seconds.
But yeah, I mean, just certain things like that don't happen here, though. It's like downstairs when I was doing the live spirit box and that. Patrick had seen, and I saw it. I picked it up in the camera. I'm like, what was that black thing?
Oh, the cat tail.
Yeah, and it was like a cat tail doing. You know how when they walk, the cat tail goes like this. And Patrick's like, I didn't say anything because I thought you had a cat. And I'm like, we live and work in a hotel. We can't have animals.
We don't have animals.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
what? You know?
Yep.
like I'll tell you another thing. Well, one night, okay, I can't explain it, but it was not near the. Remember I was telling you about the door, about the shadow, but the door, but the shadow was not the back of the door. Okay, it was sort of like, okay, like see, I can't really tell. Okay, on the side of the screen, it was a little bit more up, not where the door is at. It was sort of like, oh, I can't really tell. It's like not where the door. Okay, right there. You know, okay, stop. Well, you know where your hand? No, you know where your hand's at right there. No, it's not there.
So it's away from the door.
It's away from the door, but it's just like right here. It's not where the door is at. You see a black little shadow, like right. It's like right where the screen's at, like a little shadow, like that, going like that. But it's half a hand. Yeah, it's not where the door. It's not further where the door's at. It's a little bit more up to the screen. You know where I can see it. It's like half of a hand, like that. Like
I'm trying so hard to figure out where he's talking about.
It's hard. It's hard to, you know.
Okay, it's sort of. Let me a screen share it. Hold on.
This way?
I'm gonna screen share it. It was touching. It was not touching anything. Okay, you see where my screen's at? Where I'm pointing at? Where my screen's at? Right here. Well, okay. Here's Eddie right here.
Right.
Right. Let's say. Go back to the door, Eddie, where it was, please. A little bit, like you had last time. Yeah, like that. But instead of it was nowhere near the door. It was right where his hand's at, right there, and it was
so
peeking.
Like right there.
Yeah, it was just like that. No, not. It was go back where your hands. Go back where you bring your hand back up. Bring your hand back up to the screen, away from the door. Okay, like that. It was right, like at the corner. It was like right at the corner of the screen.
So it's like trying to sit on my lap.
No, it was just right there.
He
Like
thought he's afraid of something like gonna be.
okay, it was. It was. I think it was in the I think it was like almost at the edge of the
On
camera.
the edge of the camera?
Like that. When you're going like that, it was sort of doing it like that.
Oh,
You
so
had
it's up
like
here.
that.
Okay.
It was sort of doing it like that, but it was more like only the tip of the fingers, but it was black.
I never seen it.
With the door shut.
But you were gone. It was
Oh,
open.
gone. Okay.
Everything happens when you're gone.
Are you
I know,
sure?
right?
I know that figures, right? Are you
Yeah.
sure it wasn't like
Nope.
when he's down having a cigarette? I sneak in here sometime.
No, it was not you. I could have seen the shadow. No,
You were sleeping.
no.
You were out.
It was sort of like it was sort of like touching the cam, but it was like right like the corner of the cam like
I
that.
was trying to figure out what the hell it was.
It was sort of like you could just see like the black. See where my hand's at? It was sort of like that, like sort of like that where my fingers are, like that, and then it went away.
Huh.
And I was like, "What?" That's what I was trying to explain to Eddie that day. A beer stealing shadow.
He was trying to get his beer. That's what it was.
A
Yeah.
beer stealing shadow.
Why not? When we do spirit box and everything, we sit there and ask him if anybody wants a cigarette. If he's like, "Hey, you want to come have a beer with me?" You never know.
They like that, actually. I mean,
Yeah,
I get a lot of times someone will say I'm thirsty or I'm hungry, and even in my spirits here in the house, I leave things out for them, and we get along just fine.
yeah.
Yeah, we have no problem with the spirits and shadows that we have here.
No, except
Yeah.
that one that it freaked you out when the hand came through the wall.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Where our stove is, there's a wall right there. And then we have our TV on the other side of it. We're sitting there watching TV and I look up.
I wasn't here. I was working. I was downstairs.
No, you were up here. I think you were in here.
Oh, maybe. All right. While I was working on
And I look up and my mouth drops and I'm like, what the hell is that? There's a hand that was coming out of the wall. And
Oh,
then
wow.
came back in real quick. It was just like, what the hell?
And the thing of it is like what I see in my eyes is like I call them mini portals. Like I'll see flashes of light, almost like seeing fireflies or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But quicker.
Oh no, Nicole, that won't happen.
And I never even thought of anything about it, seeing those flashes of lights, except that my eyes were going screwy. Until one night, we were downstairs. We were living downstairs, and I was sitting on the edge of the bed. He was laying on the bed, going to sleep. He had just closed his eyes, just laying there.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
And I had seen one of them bursts of light. So I'm like Googling it because I Google everything. Why do you see flashes of light? And he goes, why is somebody staring, or what the hell did you say?
Why is there somebody standing over me?
Yeah, right where I saw the flash of light.
Yeah.
He saw somebody standing over him like this, looking down with his eyes closed. Like, I mean, that's how big the light was.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hey, beep, beep. Welcome. So, yeah, until then, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, well, is that what I'm seeing? Is little mini portals?
Right now,
Wow.
Jim, I'm drinking a quarters because I ran out of Budweiser.
I bet. No, like one time, okay, we're doing that 24-hour live. Okay, check this out. Sammy was there to prove it. We're doing that in spirit box. You didn't pray before you did it. Like everybody else does now. Some people don't do it. I don't. Well, but anyways, I've never done it. So Eddie was in spirit box, and all of a sudden, I asked for my grandmother, and it happens all the time. My computer shuts off, and there was a big old loud noise before then. So all of a sudden, at the same time, before my computer shuts off, there was a big old, like someone landed on their butt against the wall like that outside my door. And I'm glad because
I took the headphones off.
Yeah.
And I put them over the portal box. And Eli asked his question, and the portal box made this really loud, weird sound, and then Eli was gone. I mean, his computer and everything just shut off.
The whole thing was full, and it drained it. And oh man, and
well, that's cool, Jim.
Well, I'm going to slide off and put William back in his box.
Okay. I know we're all talking about this, and William's there.
And she's still holding them.
Yeah.
But yes, Vale, check out your video. Like I said, I believe it's 10 minutes and 46 seconds in.
Okay.
And listen real carefully, because I think it's right up to the question you asked, did you drown here? Or something like that. And then you can just faintly hear somebody talking.
I gotta check that out.
Okay.
Is that your new video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
gotta check it out.
Yesterday? Day
Yeah.
before.
I gotta check. I saved it. I need to check it out.
But
Always
yeah,
check out
it's
our
like
videos.
10 minutes, 46 seconds in.
Yeah, because there would have been nobody around me. Because at first we had waited for the other
Yep,
people
the
there to
people to
leave.
leave. I was explaining that to Missy. How
Yeah,
you had
and
to
my-
go over the railroad tracks, and it's right there.
And my daughter's there, but she don't say boo to a goose. So
And you had enough guts on your own just by walking down the train tracks.
those don't bother me. I played on them all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
I'm telling you, he sits there and says he's a skeptic, but he jumps at everything. Don't let him fool you.
she's a damn lie.
I'm surprised you didn't have a heart attack whenever I was sitting there next to that open tomb in the cemetery.
No, that don't bother me. Now, I have seen one that does bother me, where this guy found a crypt,
Mhm.
okay, and he can see a shadow. Oh,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Ron.
Ron.
But you can see the shadow peeking out the door, okay, and then the shadow disappears. It's kind of hard to overtalk that music. But then when he goes to the tomb, the door's open the wrong way. It's pushed inward instead of outward. So that just kind of I don't know.
So freaky things do happen.
It's 12 after or 10 after.
Okay. Is that your hint?
That's my key.
Going, I need a cigarette.
See, my boss keeps me here on overtime and I don't even get paid.
I bet.
But yeah, I'll check that out, and I sure appreciate letting me come up here and show you William.
Oh, yeah.
appreciate you coming up.
Hey, it was all,
That was wild, and I thank William for showing that to us and everything.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Well, say
wild.
bye.
that's pretty cool.
Say bye.
Have a good day.
Bye, William.
Bye, William.
Thank you.
Go take your nap.
I'm not looking at you. Just kidding. Don't follow me home now.
Everybody, she's actually still my stream boss.
Yes, Nicole.
So check out her channel. It's been going around there. It should be coming up there. But thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Thanks for having me.
You're very
Oh,
welcome.
Have a good one, Eli. Everybody
See you
in
later.
chat.
Take care. Have a good one. All right. It's around that time, Mr. Eli.
Yeah. Oh, for what? To eat?
Yes.
All right.
That's funny. No, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody to head on over to that other,
Oh, yeah, dlive. Okay, I said it.
Damn, I wish I'd seen that. I can only hear you talking, not the other person with questions. Oh, that sucks. Well, that was.
Who said what?
And it's. Oh my God, Ron. Thank you so much for the Ninja Genie. Holy crap.
Oh,
Thank
wow,
you
Ron.
so
Where's my
much.
Ledgergiti?
Holy shit. Hey, Lisa. Sorry, I didn't even see you come in.
I said hi to her a while ago.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you, Eli.
Thank you, Eli, for the lemons.
Yeah,
So-
just
Oh, that's my
it's
fault.
time to go have a cigarette.
So there's that. Head on
Sorry.
over that, and we're going to open that chest up before we go, of course. Why can't I? I'm going to have to work on that now.
You just messed everything up.
Probably. It's nothing new.
Did
I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Let me go ahead and get my. See, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing anymore.
I give you a cute kitty thingy? It's feeling sorry for me, way. You know what I mean?
There we go.
There goes your credits.
Now I gotta put. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Eli, for coming up on stream.
Thank you.
I had such a good show today. I'm so happy you guys got to come in. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us.
Okay. Thank you for having me up.
Fist bump to all the guys. Hugs to all the ladies. Stay safe.
Bet.
Stay strong. See you guys tomorrow.
I opened up
see ya.
the chat, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me up. I'll see you on Wednesday, man.
He did. He said he'll see you Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, I'll probably see him tomorrow. But I already told him I'll be ready for Wednesday.
All right, cool. Well, I got my anniversary tomorrow, so I won't be here. So online.
He's
so.
got his anniversary. Will you put your headphones back on?
I know he's got his anniversary today. That's
No,
or tomorrow.
tomorrow.
That's why he's not doing it today.
Yeah.
We talked about
No.
this yesterday.
Okay.
Or no, Friday.
Well, there we go. Ron got 136 lemons. Eli got 78. Thank you guys again so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you.
It was definitely a good show.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun. And definitely tomorrow is True Crime Tuesdays. Come see what we're talking about. Help solve the mysteries. All right, guys. Take care. Be safe. Much love to you all.
Okay, see y'all later.
Bye.
Be positive.